Hey guys, it's Cameron with Kier. Today I'm going to show you guys how to recreate the All Is Fair in Love and Brostep bass with EQ matching. So the bass that we're going to recreate today is actually this one. And this is the recreation that I've made. So this sound is made massive. I also just want to say, if you don't want to copy the preset here, you can click the link in my description, which will link to the Patreon, which is free. You can download the preset there, and it's just a way for me to connect with you guys, talk to you, and post stuff that I need to on there for you guys to download, etc. So yeah, without further ado, this is the preset. So for oscillator 1, we have a needle halfway down -24. On the modulation oscillator, we have phase at halfway with a LFO on 4 ratio with a little sine wave, pitching up 10. For filter 1, we have a band pass with the bandwidth all the way down and a macro on the cutoff pointing to the T. The mix is a little below the halfway point. For filter 2, we have a double notch with the cutoff at the F with a macro just a little bit behind it and the resonance pointing to the A. So on the effects, we have a dimension expander with the dry wet at about 40 and the size at about like 1. So this is actually what the sound sounds like without any processing or anything, just the flat patch. It's pretty basic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that second macro and we're going to modulate it to the same movement as the original bass. And also what I'm doing here is I'm taking the LFO ratio and I'm going from 4 to 8 on this ending part, because if you hear, there's a difference. Now that we actually have the preset ready and the movements all done, we could finally process the bass. So for processing on this, what I have is 2 OTTs, 1 OTT at 67%. I have an EQ, cutting the lows, scooping the mids a little bit, and boosting the highs. And then I have a saturator at 10 dB with a limiter at the end. And this is what the bass sounds like with the post on it. It's close, but it's not close enough. So let me show you guys the fun part where we actually EQ match this to make it sound like the original bass. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab this stem from the original song, which sounds like this. And I'm going to cut it to this specific part. Next, we're going to grab Ozone 9's Match EQ. Now, I've used a couple of other matching EQ softwares, like Pro Q3. None of them really did the trick. This specific one has worked really good. It's always worked with all these. And you can use this technique with pretty much any other sound. I mean, if you have a clear signal coming through the sample, you can use it as a reference and apply it to a sound that sounds pretty much like it, but not all the way there. So basically, inside Ozone, what we're going to do is we're going to capture the reference of this sound. Now that we have that ready, we're going to stop that one and capture this one. Then we're going to stop that one. We're going to turn the smoothing down and the amount all the way up. Now all we have to really do left is just add a sub following the bass notes and resample it. Now once you get the resampled sound, we're going to pitch it down -2 to the original key, and you have your recreation. I just want to give a big shout out to Niptane for showing me this technique. Again, if you guys do want to just download the preset, it's in the Patreon in the description. It's free to join again. But yeah, guys, drop comments, what sound you want next, what recreation, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.